Game 6 of the NBA Finals is here. Thunder versus Pacers. My best bets are on the way. In this video, I'll give you my favorite player prop, which we're on a 13-1 run. We'll talk about that more in a second. Then we'll go to some player prop leans that I liked, and then we'll end with my favorite spread pick for this game. If this is the final game of the season, it's been a great one with you. But let's first recap how we did in Game 5. Another winner, and boy, was that one sweaty. Obi Toppin under 16.5 points and rebounds. He ended with 16. We cashed because there was a stat correction taking away one of his rebounds. We take that. Hopefully you guys read my pivot, which was the PRAs instead of the 15.5 points and rebounds line. That cashed as well, and that never moved going into tip-off. We'll certainly take a 1-0 day, 13-1 over the last 2 weeks. Hopefully we can move that to 14-1, and hopefully where's the Game 7? Unless you're a Thunder fan, I'm personally rooting for a Game 7 because who doesn't want to see a Game 7? This series has been great, and hopefully we can cash another prop in this one. Before we dive into my prop, 2 things to address. Number 1, in the mail in my PO box today, I found this bad boy. Baby COS lamb. I don't know who sent it, but as most of you guys hopefully know, me and my wife are expecting our first child in December, and that baby showed up, and I have no idea who sent it. So if that was you, number 1, thank you. Number 2, that was awesome. Let me know down below in the comments if that was you. I certainly do appreciate it. I have no idea who it was. Didn't come with like this person sent you this. I have no idea, but thank you again. Might stay there for a while. And number 2, if this is the final game of the season, it's been a good one. We've been really good this season. We've had some highs and lows. Definitely a lot of things to learn going into next year. Or maybe I'll do like a recap video posted maybe sometime next week or sometime later this week, maybe on Friday. I don't know. We'll worry about it later in life. But let's dive into my favorite player prop and let's get ourselves another winner. Who's it going to be? Let's dive into this guy. It is going to be Alex Caruso over 9.5 points. My favorite player prop in this game by far. Half unit play, minus 115 on FanDuel. I do want to note, you can look at all the FanDuel is going to give you the alt points line, his regular line, and then the 10 plus, 15 plus points. There's a little bit better value on 10 plus points. But I really like Alex Caruso in game 6 tonight. Now, if we want to talk with the Pacers, who we know are all facing their elimination, they can't lose this game. How'd they lose in game 5? Well, I'd argue it's because SGA and mostly Jalen Williams had a 40 burger. And so coming into this game on the road, what has been a common theme in this series and in really the postseason has been the Thunder role players showing up on the road. It's not something they've done a whole lot. At home, Cason Wallace figured out how to shoot the basketball. Aaron Wiggins couldn't miss in game 5. All those guys were cooking, and sure, maybe you could look at those. But again, if I am them, at the Patriots, that is, I'm Rick Carlisle, I'm coming in here and I'm saying someone else has got to beat me. And so I look at Alex Caruso as one of the guys that's most consistent with the highest upside and a guy that we know is going to play the minutes. Now, there's clearly some injury news here. Tyrese Halliburton, will he play? Will he not? This doesn't really, the bet on Alex Caruso doesn't really impact, in my opinion, his lines or whatnot. He's still going to get the minutes, and he's been playing a good amount of minutes in this series. And I think he has a potential to score at least 10 points. Now, we've seen so far this series, Caruso has scored 11, 20, 8, 20, and then only 2 points. Last game, he went 1 for 8 from the field. I think he was 0 for 3 from 3, 1 for 5 in the restricted area. He just wasn't knocking down shots. And on the flip side, Cason Wallace couldn't miss, and neither could Aaron Wiggins. So kind of tapped into his minutes. But what we've seen from him, 27 or more minutes in all 5 games. And I'm going to be honest, if I'm going to be the Pacers, I got to live with someone else beat me besides Jalen Williams and SGA. If Alex Caruso is the guy to beat you, you live with it. And we've seen Alex Caruso this postseason when he plays 20 or more minutes and makes one or more threes, which is minus 400 for him to make a 3-pointer. When he's done those 20 minutes, which I think he easily gets, and makes a 3, he scored 10 plus points hitting this over in 11 of 16 games, about 68% of the time, averaging about 12 points per game. I really see some value in the 2 plus 3s for him, but I'm not going to attack that in terms of 2 plus 3s. I think if he hits 2 plus 3s, he probably gets to 10 points. I really like Alex Caruso in this game. I think he's a reliable scorer for them. He's going to shoot better than 1 for 8, and I think he can easily get you 10 points tonight. So I think this is by far my favorite player prop in this game. We haven't bet on Caruso probably at all this season, but I think this is a really, really good spot for him to get going. So I will take it. I just don't see them letting SGA and J-Dub beat him again. I don't see big games coming from Cason Wallace or Aaron Wiggins just because those guys have sucked on the road. And then really it comes down to Chet Holmgren. Hartenstein's not really shooting. And then you got Caruso. Caruso and Hartenstein kind of flip their minutes back and forth. I really think Caruso gets some open looks. Let's hope he knocks him down. Alex Caruso, my favorite play. One last note for him. Pacers do not play zone coverage, but they could switch to zone defense with Halliburton's status in jeopardy. Maybe we see more TJ McConnell. Maybe you see more zone defense. I mean, heck, the Pacers are going to throw everything at the wall. It's an elimination game. Play whatever you want. And if they play zone, look for Caruso to kind of fit in that middle spot. And maybe he knocks down some shots. We saw him do that a ton against the Denver Nuggets. Alex Caruso, Could be my final player prop of the season. Ended with a good note. Let's go to 14-1. Now I'm going to talk about some other props that I looked at. As always, we're playing them on Betr. A reminder, Betr. You sign up, use my code SHOT, 100% deposit match up to $25. You'll get this SGA free pick for him to get 1 PRA. Again, these are all the states that it is available. And if it's in your state, you should sign up. Again, appreciate everyone that has used that code SHOT or the link down below to sign up. Again, I appreciate you. Anyone that's ever used any of my codes, I certainly do appreciate anyone that does that. Another great way to give back to the community and help support me. Here's my better slip. You'll see Alex Caruso's that first leg for him to score 10 points, my favorite prop. If I was to make a second prop in this game, it was going to be Chet Holmgren. Now, I took a reduced line here for 22.5 PRAs. If I was to do a second prop, it was Chet over 24.5 points and rebounds. I really think Chet and Caruso are the guys I'm leaving it up. Chet, especially, I think I would leave that guy open. He can't buy a bucket from the 3-point line, so I'd let him shoot as many as he wants. So maybe some value could be found on his 2+ threes, which is like plus 160. I'm not sure I'm going out on that limb, but I do think he gets some open opportunities. I mean, look, if you're going to lose, they've done a really good job defending him. I mean, 4 for 15 last game. So again, I lean Chet. He's got some upside in the rebounds because Hartenstein really hasn't been great this series. So I like Chet. Point PRA. I like points and rebounds. That would be my second favorite prop if I had to do one. J-Dub, I get it. He's over that line in 3 straight games. I'd be surprised after scoring 40. Everything was going in for him. Number one, I'd expect some regression. Number two, I'd expect the Pacers to do a better job defensively on him, maybe throwing some different looks at him, making his life more difficult. And hopefully that leads to Alex Caruso knocking out some more shots. Then my final one is Obi Toppin. We faded him in game 5. I'll back him here at home. I like his points and rebounds as well. We know Halliburton is banged up, and even if he plays in game 6, what is his health status? Miles Turner, he's a fraud. He's not doing anything. Obi Toppin could easily see some more minutes. I felt like we kind of got lucky in game 5 cashing that prop. Probably didn't deserve any way chance of cashing. Obi Toppin plays a lot better at home. They'll probably look for his undersized but speed and transition ability against the Thunder defense, which has been really good. Without Halliburton, maybe we play a little bit faster. I know Halliburton normally runs the offense, but without our key playmaker in there, or at least not at 100%, we need to run. Obi Toppin's a great guy to run. It's at a Miles Turner. So I do like Obi Toppin, 10.5 points, $20 on that puppy, turns into 140. Now, finally, we need to wrap up with my spread pick. This one I went back and forth. We did lose our spread total pick. It was the Thunder team total under 117.5. What'd they score? 120. That was a tough look. This is what I would roll with. I'd go with the Pacers plus 6.5. Now, number one, this is what I'm rooting for. I'm not betting it personally. As you see, leans and game picks are not really my specialty. 21 and 22. I don't really get up and get excited to bet spreads, especially this late in the season. These things are super sharp. But I do lean the Pacers. And honestly, I might like them a little bit more if Halliburton gets ruled out. And people are always like, that sounds idiotic. But I mean, if the Halliburton gets ruled out, everyone's going to be hammering the Thunder. And then the Pacers suddenly are in that game. I don't know how. But they've been a really good home team. And this is a Thunder team that has struggled to put away teams. We saw them in that Denver series. They couldn't put it away in that game 6 in Denver, had to go to a game 7 at home. I could see a similar thing happen here once again. Thunder are a very inexperienced playoff team. This is winning an elimination game on the road. I don't know if it's going to happen. I would lean the Pacers plus 6.5. It's what I'm rooting for. I want to see the series extended to 7. Not saying to win, but I would take the points. Fade that bad news. That's all you do in the playoffs. All you do in the NBA. You fade the bad news. A star gets ruled out. You fade it. Now, maybe that doesn't necessarily work in the postseason. We'll see. But I was still leaning the Pacers plus 6.5 to try to get my leans record to 22 and 22. We'll see if we can get it done. That is where I would lean if I had to bet it. But as for my official pick, my only pick in this game, it is Alex Caruso's over 9.5 points. As I said at the top of the show, or in my better slip, I would play Chet's points and rebounds line if I had to do 2 picks. I really don't like doing that. It is game 6, and I really don't want to root for 2 guys on the same team. I'll be rooting against Chet for all I care. Well, technically, I need him for the better slip. So Chet, do bare minimum. Let's have Alex Caruso have a legacy game, and I think he will shoot better than 1 for 8. But as always, let me know your favorite picks down below for game 6. If this game series ends here, it's been a great season. Maybe I'll do a separate video recapping our year, recapping this game 6 and whatnot. I'll probably do something like that because it'll be fun to celebrate the whole season and whatnot. I got nothing else going on. It's just baseball at that point. Either way, thank you for tuning in. Thank you to whoever sent me this little guy. That's super cute. My wife loved it. Super, super sweet for whoever sent that. I appreciate you. Hopefully you let me know down below in the comments. But thank you guys again for tuning in. It's Austin. I'm signing out. Caruso, we need 10 from you. And I hope to see you guys for a game 7. And if we do, I'll see you guys then when it is Sunday, Monday. I don't remember. I'll figure that out later in life. Let's cash Alex Caruso 10 points. Again, if you want to sign up for better, code SHOT or the link down below. Have a great day. I'll have my long shot parlays video out later, posted sometime tomorrow or sometime Thursday, 11 a.m. Eastern time. And then we'll obviously have a ladder challenge. We'll see what day that is at that point. Have a great day. Good luck on the picks. Let's get a winner. See you guys back in the next one. Peace.